So, I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey, and I hope that you don't mind the 3 to 5 minutes that this is going to take me to get out here. Okay. Let's talk about the 1920s for a second. So, in the 1920s, there was nothing more important than the reproduction of human voice. Why? Because kings needed to speak, presidents needed to speak, the Pope needed to speak, there was the World's Fair, which was an incredible event. So the engineers that were present in the 1920s were the equivalent of what we have in NASA, right? Or maybe what we had in NASA 20 years ago when they were, right? Maybe now it's Elon Musk's team. So however you feel about that. So, in the 1920s, thinking about the audio pioneers, many people will start to talk about James B. Lansing, Western Electric, and Altec Lansing. And all of those deserve the reverence they have. However, right alongside them was Lowther and Paul Voigt. And so Voigt and Lowther, some of the oldest audio companies that have ever existed, really should have the same level of respect and reverence that those other brands have. They should be in the discussion every time when you talk about Western Electric, James B. Lansing, or Altec Lansing. They really were a pioneer in the very, very early stages of audio development. The people who were working there were genius level people. And so 24, 26 years before Paul Klipsch did the Klipsch horn, Paul Voigt and Lowther did a domestic corner horn. And so if you know your history and you're into audio, this brand should be included in that discussion. And so we are privileged and honored to represent and be the distributor for Lowther. This is a very different sound than some of the other rooms that you will hear. But the reality is this single driver, which is full range and crossoverless, produces a sound that is absolutely effortless and so close to what the human voice is naturally. And so we're gonna play a few things for you. We're gonna drink some incredible gin brewed by my favorite Brit Malcolm, and listened and played on some Japanese tube amps from Triode of Japan. So the A45, also sometimes commonly known as a beam transistor, they developed it because they needed to send signal while in the field, while in the actual war at World War II, and they needed a tube that could conduct the signal further. So imagine you're on the field, you need to communicate back with base, and there's no tube that's strong enough to send the signal. So the 211 and or 845 was developed for that reason. So anyway, have some fun.
Secret home theater, national treasure.
Peace, brothers.